Hello everyone and welcome to Salian Bytes. Today, I am here to teach Chapter 1, Computer System Organization for the Class 11 students of Computer Science. Computer system organization is a crucial topic in the field of computer science. It is essential for anyone who wants to pursue a career in this field. In this video, I will be discussing various aspects of computer system organization, such as introduction of computer system. What is a computer? Working of a computer system, basic components of a computer system, structure and functional component of a computer system, input, process, output, IPO cycle, input unit and input devices. So, let's dive in and get started. Now let's start with the basic introduction of computer system. A computer is like a machine that can do a lot of different things. Just like how our bodies have different parts that help us do different things, a computer has different parts that work together to help it work. Some of the parts of a computer include the screen, keyboard, mouse, and hard drive. The screen, monitor, is where we see what the computer is doing, like watching a movie or playing a game. The keyboard and mouse help us tell the computer what we want it to do, like typing words or moving a cursor around the screen. The hard drive is like a big storage space where the computer can keep all kinds of information, like pictures, music, and documents. All of these parts have to work together in order for the computer to do what we want it to do, kind of like how all of our body parts have to work together for us to run and play. Computer system organization is the arrangement of components in a computer system to perform specific functions. Uses of computers. Computers are widely used in homes, offices, banks, hospitals, supermarkets, schools, defense, for weather forecasting, satellite launching, and at many other places. Now, you should know, what is a computer? Computer is an electronic machine that accepts input and after processing produce output. Every machine requires instructions for its proper operation. For example, the remote control of your television set at home has some buttons which help to change channels, adjust volume, alter color, and other settings. So, we can say that the remote control helps you input instructions. The display you see on the television screen as a result of those instructions is the television set's output. Computer, being a machine, needs some input and output devices for its correct operation or function. A computer is a type of machine. It doesn't have a brain like us and it can't think or have ideas, but it can follow stored instructions and do lots of useful things. Nowadays, we cannot even imagine our lives without computer, internet, mobile phone, email, etc. Computer is the combination of hardware and software with which a task becomes very easy and error-free. So, what is the term hardware? The physical components of a computer system are known as hardware. For example, keyboard, CPU, monitor, printer. You can see and touch them. What is a software? These are sets of written instructions or programs which controls working of a computer system. We can see in detail later in this chapter. Here you should know one more point about the term hardware devices. Input devices, system unit, output devices, and memory devices are collectively known as hardware devices. Now, we can see how a computer works. A computer is a programmable electronic device that works according to the instructions given by us. It has the ability to accept data, process it, and give useful output. This is the equation: data, processing, information. What is data? Data is defined as raw facts, such as figures, symbols, and numbers that can be used for mathematical analysis. What is information? Processed data is called information. For example, we are inputting data for enroll number as 34, name as Sam, and class as 11. Now you can see the output displayed like this. Sam is a class 11 student with enrollment number 34. This is the process data which gives some meaningful information. This process of converting data into some meaningful information is called information processing cycle. I hope you had a better understanding of computer system organization and how it works. Computers need information in order to do what they do. This digital information, or data, is made up of something called bits. Bit is short for a binary digit, meaning each bit is really just a single number, either a 1 or a 0. The computer understands the language of only zeros and ones. It is called the binary language or the machine language. The numbers 0 and 1 are called binary digits. A computer runs on electricity and understands only two states, on or off. On is represented by 1, and off is represented by 0. An input device takes data and instructions from us and converts them into binary form that the computer can understand. An output device takes data in the binary form from the computer and converts it into a form that we can read. Here we are going to learn about the basic components of a computer system. Computer is a combination of hardware and software. Hardware, the physical components of a computer like motherboard, memory device, monitor, keyboard, etc. Software, a set of programs or instructions. Both hardware and software together make the computer system function. Now let us first have a glance at the functional components of a computer system. Every task given to a computer follows an input-process-output (IPO) cycle. In this figure, the function of the computer system is described as: the input unit takes data as input, the central processing unit, CPU, processes the data, and the output unit produces output. The memory unit holds the data and instructions during the processing. Hence, computer works as per IPO cycle: input, process, output. Here we can see the basic structure of the computer and how it works. It is also called von Neumann architecture. A computer receives data and instructions through input devices, which gets processed by the CPU, and the result is shown through output devices. The main or primary memory and secondary or auxiliary memory are used to store data inside the computer. The main memory holds the input and intermediate output during the processing. Let us discuss each unit or component in detail. The first component of the computer system is the input unit. So what is an input unit? An input unit takes or accepts the input and converts it into binary form, which is directly understood by the computer. What is the term binary? The term binary means two states, on, or off, or high, or low voltage, and, in turn, two bits or symbols, one for on and 0 for off. Input devices are hardware components of a computer system that are used to provide data and instructions to the computer. For example, keyboard, mouse, light pen. Input and output devices provide a means of communication between the computer and the outside world. Let us now discuss the most extensively used input devices. Keyboard. A keyboard is an input device that allows users to enter letters, numbers, and other characters into the computer. It is the primary input device for most desktop and laptop computers. It has a number of keys for entering alphabets, numbers, and special characters which can be directly entered into the computer. When you press a key in the keyboard, the code of the key is sent to the CPU, central processing unit, in binary form, that is 0 or 1. A keyboard can be connected to the computer through a cord or through a wireless connection. A computer keyboard possesses additional keys in contrast to a traditional typewriter, such as function keys, alphanumeric keys, direction keys, and other keys, special and lock keys. The next input device is the computer mouse. A mouse is a pointing device that is used to move the cursor on the computer screen and select items. It can be used to control the computer's graphical user interface, GUI. A mouse can be a ball mouse, an optical mouse, or a wireless mouse. The ball mouse has a small metal or rubber ball under it. The movement of the mouse causes the ball to move. Next is the optical mouse uses light beam to detect the motion of the mouse. The optical mouse performs better than a ball mouse because in a ball mouse, the ball can get clogged with dirt which can hamper the working of the mouse. And the final one is the wireless mouse. A wireless mouse is not attached to the computer through a wire. Instead, it communicates with the computer using signals like the way a remote control communicates with a television. A wireless mouse is more expensive than an optical or a ball mouse. Next input device is joystick. A joystick is an input device used for gaming or other applications that require precise control over movement, such as flight simulators or 3D modeling software. A joystick is an input device consisting of a stick that is attached to a base. The stick moves and controls the movement of a printer or some other display symbol on the screen. Joysticks are commonly used for playing video games. Joysticks were originally used by pilots as part of an airplane's controls. Next input device is the light pen. A light pen is a pointing device that can be used to select anything on the computer screen by simply pointing at it or for drawing figures directly on the screen. It consists of a photocell mounted on a pen-shaped tube called stylus. It is capable of sensing a position on the screen when its tip touches the screen. Clicking is performed by pressing the pen on the screen. A light pen is mostly used by engineers, architects, or designers. Next input device is the graphic tablet. A graphic tablet is used to draw images and pictures on the computer screen. It consists of a flat surface on which the user can draw using a pen-like drawing device called stylus. Graphic tablets are of great use to artists who like to draw directly on the computer. Nowadays, educators use graphic tablet to teach the students online. Next input device is optical mark reader, OMR. An OMR is a device used to recognize a pre-specified type of mark made with a dark pencil or ink on specially printed forms or sheets. It reads predefined positions and records where marks are made on the form. It then transmits this information into electrical pulses to the computer. This technology is called optical mark recognition. It is commonly used for grading specially designed MCQ answer sheets where a large number has to be processed quickly. Next input device is the smart card reader. A smart card is embedded with a microprocessor that can hold a certain amount of personal data in its memory. What do you mean by the term microprocessor? A microprocessor is a small-sized electronic component inside a computer that performs basic arithmetic and logical operations on data. The special reader machine that is used to read this microprocessor is known as smart card reader. The smart card is made of plastic, generally PVC. Smart cards are used as ATM cards, ID cards, credit and debit cards. They are used in banking, medical, and in big companies and organizations for strong security authentication. Next input device is the barcode reader. A barcode reader is an input device that reads barcodes and converts them into digital data, zeros and ones, understood by the computer, that can be processed and stored by a computer. It is often used in retail and inventory management applications. A barcode is a collection or a sequence of lines of different heights and widths that are printed on various types of products. The machine that reads the barcodes is called a barcode reader. It consists of a light source, a lens, and a light sensor which translates optical impulses into electrical signals. Also, it contains decoder circuitry which analyzes the barcode's image data and sends the barcode's content to the scanner's output port. So where is the barcode reader used? It is used in shops to quickly input the information of a product into a computer. Mostly everyone would have seen the barcode reader in the nearby supermarkets. Next input device is the QR code reader. QR code is an abbreviation for Quick Response Code. It is a special kind of barcode that anybody can scan with a smartphone app that usually directs the user to a website. Most of the textbooks hold the QR code for easy learning. QR codes have gained popularity in commercial marketing because they are very easy to handle. The advantage of using QR codes is that you don't have to type an entire web address. The user merely scans the code, which is further directed for processing to an associated website, or sent through an SMS message, email address, or as an attachment to email message, with a calendar event or even with a location, etc. Next input device is the biometric sensor. It is an input device that is used to uniquely identify a person on the basis of his physical or behavioral traits. Biometric sensors can scan human characteristics, such as eyes, fingerprints, and DNA with the help of sensors. It is commonly used to mark attendance of employees or students in organizations or institutions. It is also popular as a security device to provide restricted entry to secured areas. Next input device is the touchscreen. It is a type of display screen which allows interaction with computer through a touch-sensitive transparent panel covering the entire screen without any intermediate device. The touchscreen uses a technology that enables the user to touch the screen with the fingers to select objects. Touch screens are mostly found in systems such as ATMs and mobile devices where the user needs to choose from a given list. Mostly you would have used at shopping malls, amusement parks, theaters, and airports. Next input device is the touchpad. A touchpad is a small, flat surface on a laptop that can be used to control the cursor and perform other functions similar to a mouse. A touchpad is an input device that works by sensing the user's finger movement and the applied pressure. It is usually found on a laptop computer where it is used in place of a mouse. So instead of mouse, you can use touchpad. There are usually two buttons next to the touchpad which replace the left and right mouse button. Next input device is microphone. A microphone is an input device that captures audio and converts it into digital data that can be processed and stored by a computer. It works with a sound card and is mainly used for sound recording. Next input device is the digital camera. A digital camera is an input device that captures still images or videos and stores them digitally on a memory card or other storage device. A digital camera is used to capture images or videos and store them in a digital format. They display the captured images immediately on screen. The images or videos captured through the digital camera can be transferred to a computer for modification, and the images can be printed on paper whenever desired. Next input device is the webcam. A webcam is an input device that captures video and audio and sends it to the computer for processing and storage. A webcam or web camera is a digital camera that is usually connected to the computer through a USB interface. Webcams come with software that allows the user to capture still photos, record video, or send the video on the web. Many laptops come with a built-in web camera and microphone. Next input device is an optical character reader, OCR. An OCR allows to recognize scanned images, screenshots, PDF documents, handwritten documents into machine-encoded text. These digitized texts can be electronically edited, searched, or stored compactly and used in machine translation, text-to-speech, and other fields of artificial intelligence. Next input device is the magnetic ink character reader, MICR. MICR detects the numbers printed with magnetically charged ink at the bottom of bank checks and converts them into digital data. These digital numbers represent the bank account number, bank branch, and check number. Next input device is the scanner. A scanner is an input device that captures images or documents on paper and converts them into digital data that can be stored and manipulated by a computer. Scanners work by breaking up the image into dots that can be recreated on a computer screen with electronic signals. Different types of scanners are available with different resolutions. Scanning is considered to be the most cost-effective and reliable way of transmitting images in the world of electronic data transmission. Next input device is the gamepad. A gamepad is an input device used for gaming that allows the user to control game functions such as movement, aiming, and firing. A gamepad is a type of controller used for playing video games on a computer or console. It typically has a set of buttons and joysticks that can be used to control the game. Gamepads can be wired or wireless and can be connected to a computer or console using USB or Bluetooth. I hope this helps you understand about the input devices and how it functions. Thanks for watching. Watch the upcoming videos, Computer System Organization, Part 2, which includes Central Processing Unit, Output Unit, Memory, Types of memory. You can check the link in the description box below.